A lot of digital guys are going to tell you that TV is dying. The fact of the matter is TV is everything right now. This is where the bulk of your budget needs to go into political campaign. TV is going to move numbers the most, fastest. TV's still where it's at. Direct mail is definitely dying in a political campaign. However, I still see a lot of uses for it in two places. One, in local races where you don't have a whole lot of money, you can get a big bang for your buck with direct mail because you can't go up on TV. And two, in bigger races, I still find a good use for it for very niche audiences. Niche messages to niche audiences. Yard signs are a complete waste of money on big races. However, I do think yard signs are very useful in local races because what your neighbor thinks matters in things like a city council race, a county council race, maybe a small town mayor's race. Anywhere else, get rid of the yard sign. I've only used radio a few times in the last decade, and they were only on two places. One on very, very conservative news programs such as like Rush Limbaugh. The other place was during college and high school football. But besides those, I don't use radio hardly at all. Newspaper is completely dead, except, I'm going to use except in local races a lot. I have placed in recent years newspaper ads in local newspapers because I find people are still using local newspapers for two things: obituaries, college football. Besides that, don't place newspaper ads in big newspapers or statewide newspapers, just very, very localized. Don't for one second think that grassroots is dying. A lot of people like to say that technology can replace grassroots, and that is absolutely not the case. Technology can only help you improve, can only help you enhance your grassroots. Toward the end of a campaign, the cheapest thing you can buy are bodies, human beings. Door-to-door, grassroots, phone banking. Put your money there, put your time there. It matters, especially at the end of a campaign. When it comes to marketing, when it comes to political campaigns, it's all about attention, and people are putting their attention right here. People aren't even taking their faces off of these things to even have a conversation with you. It's all about attention. Put your money where the attention is. Digital, especially mobile. Polling is one of the most important things you can spend money on. It is your roadmap that's going to tell you where to go. I don't run a campaign without having numbers. A lot of news outlets like to tell you that polling is dead because of some of the previous elections with polls being all over the place. Don't let that fool you. Don't let that scare you. Polling is definitely a place that you need to invest your resources. Data is a buzzword, and frankly, when you talk to different people, they're all talking about different things, right? Like, when it comes to data, there are a lot of snake oil salesmen out there, but there are a lot of good uses for data, especially when it comes to digital targeting. Just make sure you're very careful of who you're talking to, and make sure that whenever you're talking about data and someone else is talking about data, you're actually talking about the same thing.